Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to another early morning coffee talks. Man, we have made it once again to some of you guys. It's Friday. It's actually Friday, but as many as my new subscribers roll in, I'm off on Sunday, Monday, so tomorrow is actually my Friday. But I know many of you guys may work that 9 to 5, that Monday through Friday. So happy Friday. I know you're looking forward into the weekend. I sure am. It's been a long week, man. Not a bad week, not a tough week, just a long week. Again, we had the snowstorm that came through, so it just really knocked us back a day. But I'm pretty much caught up, so I'm happy for that. Man, Toastmasters was really good last night. A lot of new members coming in. We have to add so many seats because when I started last year, I've been in there with like 10 months, so it's too early to do the math on when that was, what month that was, but it wasn't a lot of people in there. And so, I'm happy that a lot of people are showing up, looking to really add a skill to their life and develop some new skills. And the point is they just keep showing up, right? And so, yes, it's a long drive to Atlanta, but just like anything, it becomes a habit the more and more you do it, and a positive habit because, right, it definitely brings value to what you want to do. And so with that, that actually brings me into this morning, and I can't wait. I read this book. I can't believe I didn't share this book with you. It's been a while since I did a book review, and I may do it soon. But Atomic Habits, right? Man, it's a very powerful book. If you haven't read it, definitely go read it. But one of the quotes from Atomic Habits says, "Your habits are a reliable solution for recurring problems that you have." Man. And so I remember having to save that when I read it because I was like, wait, what? Let me go back. And I had to like really deep dive into it. But it was really cool. And so I just want to say, have you ever stopped and thought about how much your life is kind of running on autopilot? How we just go through the motions every day and the decisions that we make every day. Think about like what we eat, when we go work out, even how we like respond to like stress and stuff. And a lot of these different situations like that kind of often shape our habits. So yeah, so your habits are a reliable solution for recurring problems in your life. That's just the way to put it. And so when I really think about that, habits aren't random actions, right? They're like a system that we've built to address like certain challenges that we face regularly. And the problem with that is not all habits are good solutions. And so some of them are like band-aids that we use to cover up real issues, while others are just like, I look at others like kind of like a powerful engine driving you towards success, right? Like the really good habits, those are like the engine to the car that really like drives you. So I really want to like kind of dive into it to make sure like the differences of like the habits, how they working for you or how they working against you. So maybe a key point of it would be like when I just said recurring problems are kind of like automatic solutions or demand automatic solutions. So we all have reoccurring challenges: staying healthy, managing stress, attempting to be productive. But your habits are brain's way of kind of, what's the word, like streamlining solutions. So we don't have to think about it consciously every time, right? Our brain has what they say, a million thoughts or something crazy like that we think about every day. And based on our actions that create our habits, our brain just go into autopilot, right? When we just going through it all day. And that's just how we learn. It's just the way we design. So I had to ask myself and I ask you guys, Are your current habits solving the problem or creating new ones? Right? Are they solving the problem or they're creating new ones? So in the book, or like, I guess behind the curtain, because I don't want to deep dive into the book yet. I'm still waking up, y'all. Sorry. I don't want to deep dive into the book yet, but I know there's like a habit loop. I was trying to remember while I was talking to you guys, but I think it's like cue, routine, and reward, right? You cue the habit, it becomes a routine, and then it's like a reward system behind it. So like one example would be like if you're stressing, right, it could trigger you eating junk food. And like the reward, like, well, if you stress, that's the cue, right? And eating the junk, you get into the routine of eating just like junk food. And the reward in your mind would be like, oh, it's a temporary comfort. Like, oh man, that felt good. And that's what I used to be in. Cause I would be stressing. I'm like, man, I can just pull into Chick-fil-A real quick. Right. That was like, or I can pull into Taco Bell. Those were my two. Whenever I was stressing, that was my cue. But my habit, the routine was just feeding myself, right? Because it was like numbing. Now, another part of that, some people smoke, like cigarettes. Some people drink. They may take a shot, right? And that's the routine we get into to give us the temporary reward, and that's what keep us in these negative loops. So it's kind of like we creating a habit that doesn't like solve the problem long term, because again, you just stand in this habit loop. So I think what helped me start to break out of that is being conscious of, okay, first you got to even be conscious that that's a cycle, that's the loop that you in. That's number one. But once you do become conscious of it, then you can start to replace those old habits. Like instead of eating junk food, you may say, all right, I'm gonna put I'm looking at my fridge. You can put like some ranch and carrots in there. And I know that's a screen. Some people like ranch and carrots. Yeah, like just to dip it, just have something else to chew on, just to kind of numb it. Me, I have gum, right? Even to this day, I still have some sweet gum. It's like nothing, no calories, and it's a little bit of sugar, but it's something just to take away the urge, that routine, because I was a food holic at one point, not alcoholic, but a food holic. Just food was controlling me at one point, but once I replaced that with something else, even like exercising, and just I do a lot of what they call intermittent fasting, and that's just for me to control, to command my thoughts, which controls my eating, right? And I've been doing this for the last, like, now almost close to a year. We coming up on it, which has helped me be successful in my weight loss. But anyway, that's me building a habit that aligns with my goals, right? Becoming conscious of my habit loops. So every time that I act or you act, you kind of like, I'll look at it like you kind of casting a vote for the type of person you want to be. Okay, it's like, am I gonna stay in this negative habit routine, or am I gonna, go into the positive routine? So it's like, oh, we casting a vote, yay or nay, right? That's kind of how I look at it. But if your goal was to like get fit, waking up early, hitting the gym isn't just solving a problem of laziness. It's building like an identity for discipline. All right. And so for me, I just started small, and what they say from the book, Atomic Habits Compound Over Time. That was something I just thought about that came from the book. I can't wait to deep dive into that book. Like I said, it's been a while since I did a book review, but this one was very powerful. But again, look, if you don't take anything away, take this away. Like, you have to start auditing yourself. You have to start auditing like your current habits. One thing I did was in the top of my phone, I have a notepad. I just started writing down like how, when I ate, what was that cycle, right? How did I feel? What was going on at the time? Why was I doing it? Did I not get enough sleep? Did I not drink enough water? Did I not eat properly, the day before? Or what happened into that day that kind of stressed me out? And then I can start to attack the problem that was creating that negative habit with a new habit that's a positive habit or a positive solution, right? Yeah. And again, sometimes it's not about, I give you another example, right? It's not about just throwing away or replacing it. Sometimes, I mean, throwing away or removing it, you do want to replace those old habits with new habits. So, like for instance, right? I love spaghetti, right? I grew up on it. It's just so good, but it wasn't helping me get closer to my goals. So when I was meal prepping, when I went my weight loss, I'm like, man, I still like spaghetti, but I got rid of the noodles, right? Or replaced them with broccoli. So I call it healthy spaghetti. Hey, check out my video that I did for my full meal prep routine. I got it on there. And so what I did was I have like my meatballs on the side, and I do just broccoli with the sauce over it, and then I call it healthy spaghetti, because you don't, after a while you don't even remember what pasta tastes like, because you still getting, it's really the sauce that gives it the element of spaghetti, and then the meat or whatever you got with it. Yes, there's a feeling of the pasta, but not you'll be surprised, not really. It's really just the sauce that really gives it that element of spaghetti, for me anyway. But that was a not get rid of, but a replacement for like a bad habit or whatever, and turn into something positive. So I would say that. But man, just take a moment today and reflect on your habits. Just take a moment. If you feel like, because we all have our conscience, right? We all have that voice that speaks to us to say, again, man, I got so many powerful videos. Check out another video of me talking about that voice, and just how you can switch it from having the conscious, the positive voice stop being a whisper and start becoming the loud voice that's talking to you positively, versus the loud voice now talking to you negatively, like, oh yeah, you can keep eating that. Oh, you'll do it. You'll pick up and start going to the gym tomorrow. Oh man, you know what? Yeah, you missed the New Year's. Don't worry about it. You can start your resolution next year. And here we start in January. You get what I'm saying? That voice that just talks you out of everything. Or man, I knew you gonna eat that. You suck. You fat. You ain't nothing. Nobody respect. That voice that always talk to you, right? You can switch that and start to build new habits. But you have to take a moment to reflect and see what the heck is going on. And again, I can connect this back to another video about accountability, man. So anyway, I got so many videos that you guys could check out. And because again, I always say it's connected. Everything's connected. But again, take a moment today, reflect on your habits, and just ask yourself, when are you ready to start truly solving those recurring problems in your life? Or are you just making things worse? And so the beauty of habits is that they are changeable, which I can appreciate. Nothing's just set in stone. Look around the world how we've used elements to build buildings, and tennis shoes and shoestrings, and using trees to make paper towels, and using plastic to make clothes. Like, nothing's set in stone. Everything it's like an RPG game. You can craft and mold and do and change the world around you, right? So just know that you can change yourself as well. And I can't wait, man. My goal is by March, April, to really at that point show my body transformation, because I'm really putting in work, man. I'm so close. I'm so close. And some of you guys can kind of see, like I said, I got a video from 2022 showing how fat my face was and stuff like that. A lot of my shorts, you kind of start to see my transformation, and it's a big transformation. I lost like 70 pounds and it's still counting, right? But anyway, this video already is super long. This is the longest morning coffee talks I've ever done. But listen, your habits are like a compass, right? They guide you to your destination, whether it's going to be success or stagnation. So I'll just rap then, just put a little rap in there. It's been a while. But look, choose your habits wisely, man. And yeah, have an amazing day. Have an amazing day. And just remember, every small change matters. But you have to audit yourself. You have to become conscious. That way you can start being accountable. But with that being said, listen, drop a comment below. Subscribe to the Husband Code if it's your first time. If you've been watching for a while, subscribe. If you got any value from this video, hit the like button. And also, we're dropping videos like this every day, so hit the notification bell. I appreciate you guys. Much love, and we're gonna keep it going. Oh, happy Friday again for most of you guys. Anyway, we're gonna keep it going like that for this new year in January. And I'll see y'all later today. Peace.